This episode, we're going to talk about the things that you must carry if you're doing stage rallying here in the UK.
Welcome to the Gentleman's Motor Racing team, where we are competing in motorsport as a fun experience, and we're probably unique as most of our sponsorship is through crowdfunding from lovely people like you. Your support, as always, is hugely appreciated. Thank you very much.
Disclaimer. Please check out the Motorsport UK yearbook, also known as the Blue Book, because rules do change. I will leave a link in the description below. High-vis jacket. Okay, you need two, one for your driver, one for your navigator. So the rules are, if you need to get out of your car while you're on stage, either you've crashed or you're broken down, you have to put your high-vis jacket on. So make sure it's accessible. And genuinely, I would have a practice of putting it on over your race overalls with your hands device and everything else, because it's not as easy as you think. First aid kits. Now, Motorsport UK only advise that you should carry one. However, most UK rallies will insist that you do, and they will check during scrutineering. It goes without saying that your first aid kit needs to be fit for purpose. Now, you're not having a first aid kit to tick a box. You're not having a first aid kit to to do little grazes, cuts, or maybe tweezers to take splinters out. Seriously, think about it. Why have you got a first aid kit? It's because you could be involved in a really big, heavy accident, or another competitor could be, and you need to go and sort it out. So that means you need some serious stuff, because you're basically going to try and stop someone from bleeding out. So check to make sure your first aid kit is suitable, and I really advise that you go on a decent first aid course that covers that sort of trauma and CPR. A lot of this stuff that I'm talking about now, we keep in the door pockets of our 1969 Mark II Classic Rally Mini that we go stage rallying in. Door pockets are great because they're easily accessible. Now, I don't have a driver's door on my Mini at the moment. Why is that? Because I kind of crashed it at the last sprint that I did. Patrons and YouTube members know all about this and the struggles that I'm going through, because I'm kind of rubbish at bodywork. And they know about this because I make a weekly video known as the midweek update video. This is where you become a virtual member of the team and stay bang up to date with all of our projects and plans for future events. If you'd like to support our little team, please smash that like button. Consider becoming a patron or YouTube member. The details are in the description below. Your support, as always, is hugely appreciated. Thank you very much. Spill kit. You must carry a spill kit capable of effectively absorbing minor spillages up to 1.25 litres of vehicle fluids. So that's oil, fuel, coolants, battery acid, that sort of stuff. Like us, you can make your own, or you can buy them in pre-made kits. Seatbelt cutters. Basically says that seatbelt cutters must be carried at all times. Both drivers and co-driver must be able to reach a belt cutter when seated with their harness fastened. Now, my personal worry is some of the ones that I've looked at, they sit in a little plastic cradle that you screw or bolt to your car, and then the belt cutter just sits in there, interference fit type thing, which is great, easily accessible. However, as I said before, why you're going to use one is probably because you've had a major off, and you now can't access the buckle to undo your seatbelt, so you need to cut your harness. If the impact is that big, you seriously need to make sure that that belt cutter is securely in that cradle or bracket, that you can still access it. Because if you go smack and that seatbelt cutter flies out and ends up in the footwell, completely useless, isn't it? So we have ours velcroed to the roll cage. I'm not saying that's an ideal place for it to be. It's just food for thought, and I wasn't happy with the clips that I could find. OK board and triangle. Now these you have to use together. If you stop on stage for whatever reason and you're okay, you put your OK board up. If you're not okay and you need emergency assistance, you put your SOS board up. Now this triangle you're supposed to put 100 meters down the road to warn cars coming towards you that you have stopped on stage. This is a really nice double-sided OK board. I've seen people make a few mistakes with the normal board. This I really like. We're not going to make a mistake. If you're on stage and you see a car with this, there's a very specific procedure that you need to follow. I plan on making a video on this. If you don't want to miss it, please subscribe and maybe even click that notification bell. Remember, if you've got a fuel injection car, at some point the scrutineers may want to check your car to make sure that the fuel that you're running is legit. So make sure you have that in your car ready to go. If you're thinking of building your own rally car, check out this video here of 10 things you need to know before you start buying stuff.